Hey, it's Krissa from Continental Jewelers, and I'm here with Tom Kruskal. He's
Hi.
going to show us how he makes his jewelry.
So first I'm going to polish my hammer, make it nice and shiny.
Do you have to do that often during the process?
I would do it maybe a couple times a day. Do you see how nice and shiny that is?
Yeah, that's really crisp.
So when I hit the gold with the hammer, it'll make a bright shiny surface on it. So I'm going to be making this little spiral, and we use this shape as an earring and as a necklace center.
Yeah, we had that in the store. It's so pretty.
So it's very popular. It's like a little wave. It can be many things to many people. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm cutting out. I have directions here that help me remember what to do.
Well, an artist, you know.
So, you have to
the creative process.
How you do it and stuff. Each piece gets made individually, but it helps to have a reference. And first step I have to do is cut out lengths of wire. I have this gold wire here, and here's a piece of white gold that I've already cut 2 inches long. So I'm going to cut some yellow gold ones.
And you had made mention you try to use recycled products when you can.
We do. We buy all of our gold from a company that is 100% recycled metal.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All gold and silver. And we actually get our diamonds from them too. They're all repurposed diamonds. So now I have a few of these. So let me show you what I do. First thing, I do is these are all my pliers over here. A good idea. I'm gonna put on my better glasses here.
So this is what Tom's bench looks like, where he works.
Isn't it nice? I love it.
It is. No, I told you have a lot of space here compared to some craftspeople I've seen.
So what I'm gonna do?
Some artisans don't have much room at all.
Is make a little curl on the end, on one end here. And I'm going to do that on each one of these wires.
And look how you've done that so many times, they just match perfectly.
Yeah, you do get good at this.
What I like about that little pendant is it's just really pretty, plain, simple, but it's also, you can also set a stone in it, set a colored gem in it. There's like a little space there. You can make a little birthstone space of that. I like that. I hadn't thought about that before.
It would be good for that.
Do you find any, what are the differences you find working in silver versus gold?
Silver is much softer than gold. It's because it's a pure, sterling silver is
right, 92.5, yeah.
92.5% silver.
Yep.
Whereas like 14 karat gold is only 56% gold.
Right, 58, yeah, 58.5, yeah.
And because of that difference, the gold is much stiffer.
Okay.
And
those other alloys add that.
Because other alloys, that's how you can get white gold or rose gold.
Yep.
Now, pure gold, 24 karat gold, is very soft.
Very malleable.
Too soft to make jewelry out of. It would just bend all over the place. But to be honest, the softness of silver is a disadvantage in some ways because it's so soft. It can take you can get plier marks on it more easily.
Interesting.
Whereas the gold
takes more finishing then.
It can, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it depends. You have to do a different.
You have to be skilled. You have to know what you're doing.
Different. So then each one of these guys, I'm going to do some preliminary hammering. We're going to hammer
Oh, see that angle you're doing that at. That's interesting.
I've got to get this little end without hitting the rest of it.
Oh, right, because it's flat on this side, on that center part.
Right.
I would not be good at this. I'd be banging that whole little curlicue.
This is not actually as easy as it may look.
I don't think it looks easy at all. Are you kidding me? You're hitting the same exact spot with a different part of the hammer each time.
Yeah.
I see it.
And then I'm going to do this end a little bit.
Oh, because of how you're going to curl it. Got it.
Yeah. And then I'm going to take a file, just do a little, file the little rough corners off, just so that now's a good time to take care of that. And I'm going to do a little filing.
Well, the finishing in the middle is really how you create beautiful jewelry, because you have to you can't wait till the end and then polish it and think you're going to get in all the little crevices and all the little parts. It's such a multi-step process.
So this is a tricky part to file, but I just hold it in a plier and I can just knock off those little corners
to make it nice and softly rounded.
Yeah, and then it goes through other polishing later, but it's nice to get this much done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we take a piece of tubing. That's the right size. That's the size it says here. It's a number 11.
Oh yes, the instructions.
And I give a little snap to finish that end off. That's on purpose. It wasn't a mistake.
There we go.
So we get as far as we can. So that's how far we've gotten so far. And then the rest of it is all by hand. I'm gonna open this bottom up just a little bit. And then I'm going to curl the curlicue in further.
Look how pretty that is.
That's pretty nice. Every step of the way you have an opportunity to perfect the shape. So as you're going, you're always watching, the overall look of it.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. Now we're going to get some chain. Let's see, these are gold ones, so they're going on gold chains.
All right, so
we do that
look
on
how
a silver
silver
chain
they
or
are.
a gold chain. I'm just going to lay this down here for now. All right.
Don't let them get all tangled.
Oh, they can be really bad. Okay. Now this chain has little jump. This has been prepared ahead of time with little jump rings on it, okay?
Okay.
So we slip on one.
Oh, now I see. You're putting them through that little end.
And two. And then we're going to close the joint and solder it shut.
Don't try this at home, people. It won't turn out the same way.
Yeah, it won't really quite work.
Mm-mm.
Like that. Let's see if I'm happy with this. I'm going to turn this just a little more.
That's all part of the art, is just knowing when to start and when to stop.
Yeah, and you can just do too much, right?
Exactly.
Oops. Okay, we lie that down there. I'm going to turn my torch on. So I'm doing just one now. Normally I would do this step with all of them, but that'll take too long.
Oh, absolutely.
your
No.
video.
But, well, you have to do that. There's a little bit of the industrialization
Yeah,
of,
doing the multiples
yep,
allows
doing the same
me
movement all the time.
It allows me to keep the price down for people
Yeah, because you're doing more than one at a time.
because we're doing more than one. Everyone is individually made, but they're made in a group. And when you're making earrings, it's helpful because then you can pair them left and right. It's more.
There you go.
Because it's a teeny bit of flux there, and then sparker. Let's see if my gold solder is actually here where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, see some little tiny pieces, but they're not.
Well, we'll use pieces instead of my little stick here. So I'm going to use a little pick like this, and I'm going to pick up a little piece of solder on the end here. And use
Those tiny microscopic
little
pieces.
tiny pieces. And then
Watching a master, people. You're watching a master. It's quick and easy. So closing that end means
Yeah.
that that chain will not come off.
that's right. I'm going to turn it over just to make sure the solder
Blow it
came
on the
through
other
there.
side. Yep.
Okay. This is my exhaust to keep my fumes away from me. Then this is called the pickle.
That's the pickle. Explain what pickle is.
Well, pickle is an acid that removes the flux that you put on,
Fire
and it
scale.
removes some oxidation that happens if there is any that happens. So now we've got our piece, and all it needs is the last hammering.
Okay. Oh, yeah, all right. So you hammered that, you finished the hammering after you got it all actually
Yep,
on the chain. All
after
right.
it's on. So let's go back.
Well, and I absolutely see there is such a technique to that.
It can go all over the place. You know, you have to be. You're thinking about the inside and outside edges
Yep.
of the piece,
And the hammer.
and of course the hammer. And you've got to keep turning it over because the human brain and eyes aren't quite as obvious as you think. In a way, you don't really see things completely symmetrically. And something can look perfect, and you turn it over, and it looks all off. So what I do is I kind of have to split the difference, as it were. And decide I get it like I like it. That's pretty nice. So here it is, unpolished. You know, the finished necklace. All it needs to do is get polished. And I have to hand polish it. I can't run this through polishing machines.
No?
Because of the chain. So it gets hand polished there. And I do.
Well, and that way you can also be more detailed
Yes.
with it as
I mean,
well.
I actually, even when I run things through machines, I still hand polish them at the end.
You have to hand finish.
Because you have to look at the piece and make sure there's one thing they have to do still is stamp it 14 karat.
Oh. With the Kruskal stamp as
With
well.
the Kruskal stamp, right? So somebody could know who to blame, who to
Who
praise,
to credit, dear? Who to credit?
who to credit, right?
Oh, I love that.
There we go. And you can imagine me polishing it.
Yeah.
I won't do it right this
No,
second.
that's okay because we saw you polish the hammer.
You did.
Tom, thank you so much.
You're
That is
welcome.
amazing to see.
So that started
and
just
you can
from
see
this piece of
how,
wire.
Well, and you can also see how, there's the artistic side of where to make it
Yeah.
flat and where to make it thin.
And you
where to
can
make
see
it
they're
big.
different from each other. I mean, they've all been made
A little bit,
a little bit different
but they're very similar too.
and very similar, right?
Ah, thank you so much.